Alice also posted a series of tweets in an argument on Twitter, stating that I do not have BPD, also known as borderline personality disorder. Alice has even gone as far as diagnosing me as a narcissist in her document, and she claimed that she is an empath. I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe to be emotionally unstable personality disorder, also known as borderline personality disorder. I was then referred to my local community mental health team after the diagnosis from my psychiatrist. To claim that I haven't been diagnosed with BPD is untrue. Alice has made multiple tweets spreading false information about my medical history, whilst continuing to lie during these arguments she has online regarding me. Alice replied to a tweet which she believed was about me. Alice has also written in a document about the time that she had told me that she had been
like she's whoa
assaulted in the past. Alice has also written in a document about the time that she had told me that she had been assaulted in the past. Alice wrote that we ended up going on holiday together to Italy in July, and an argument came about when he was watching a video about a girl being hypersexual after trauma. I opened up to him about my essay and the trauma that I have been through myself. In response to this, he tells me he doesn't want to know what has been done to me by other guys, and I ended up leaving into another room crying. He threatened to leave.
You know what's crazy is I think that this could totally be something that's like embellished, but like seeing his reaction to her liking somebody's tweet on Twitter tells me maybe not. I don't know.
And get a flight back on his own, taking into account this was my only third time abroad, and he knew that it would make me very upset and scared, like he knew I needed him there with me. Bring up which first holiday, you ruin every moment, I have no fond memories with you. I spoke about something I had gone through with the trauma, opening up to him about my experience of SA, and this is how he responded. This is not what happened at all. I was scrolling through TikTok and watching a video because I was about to record.
No, guys, it had nothing to do with that. It's because she pulled out a baseball bat and she'd started swinging at my kneecaps, and that's why I stopped.
And Alice, who was standing behind me out of nowhere, told me that
Please tell, it's going to be like she
had slept with many people due to hypersexuality. The video I was watching was not about sexual trauma at all, so I was massively taken aback by this comment and thought it was an odd thing to say on the first day of our holiday. I was not really sure what to say as a response, so I told Alice that I didn't like how she had brought this up, and I didn't think it was—
Wait, hold on, whoa.
Bring up weird shit on our first holiday.
We ended up going on a holiday together in Italy in July, and the argument came up when he was watching a video about a girl being hypersexualized after trauma. I opened up to him about my essay and the trauma that I had been through myself. And then his version of the events is I was watching a video that had nothing to do with trauma about someone being hypersexual, and then she just started saying she fucked a lot of men.
You ruin every moment. I have no fond memories with you. I spoke about something I had gone through with the trauma, opening up to him.
Because you're fucking weird. Yep, it's you. Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday. You ruin every moment. It was you too. I have no fond memories with you. Actually, none. What's the point of this?
About my experience of SA, and this is how he responded. This is not what happened at all. I was scrolling through TikTok and watching a video because I was about to record when Alice, who was standing behind me out of nowhere, told me that she had slept with many people.
Oh, okay, so it had nothing to do with the video. She just walked up and said, I fucked lots of men. I sucked lots of cock.
Due to hypersexuality.
Okay.
The video I was watching was not about sexual trauma at all, so I was massively taken aback by this comment. Who was standing behind me out of nowhere told me that she had slept with many people due to hypersexuality. The video I was watching was not about sexual trauma at all, so I was massively taken aback by this.
And do you know what else is massive?
And thought it was an odd thing to say on the first day of our holiday. I was not really sure what to say as a response, so I told Alice that I didn't like how she had brought this up, and I didn't think it was the best way to start a conversation about something.
Hey Alex, just wanted to let you know I've been plowed like a cornfield.
Something as
Anyway.
serious and delicate as this. She didn't open up to me.
And by the way, this is just like cool story. I have literally I have nothing to go off of here. I can't tell like which person who has provably lied to believe.
About being sexually assaulted. I was not even aware of the conversation and what it was about, as Alice had only made a passing comment about hypersexuality and her previous partners. After I had finished work, I went to the bedroom to talk to her, and she refused to speak to me. Alice then told me that I should sleep on the sofa. I was more than willing to talk about whatever Alice wanted to, and I apologized for upsetting her. When I mentioned again that I was—
It's crazy, he's like the nicest guy in every one of these arguments.
not annoyed, I was just surprised by what she had said. She told me she didn't care, pushed me.
Wait, I wasn't annoyed, I was just surprised. And then there's the messages where it's like, "'Cause you're fucking weird. You're bringing up weird shit. I have no fond memories with you. Actually, none."
The conversation and what it was about, as Alice had only made a passing comment about hypersexuality and her previous partners. After I'd finished work, I went to the bedroom to talk to her, and she refused to speak to me. Alice then told me that I should sleep on the sofa. I was more than willing to talk about whatever Alice wanted to.
Dude, it's literally like, "Oh, I'll just talk to you now. Come on, baby, I love you. I'll just talk to you right now." "No, I don't really feel like talking." "You whore. You disgusting slag. You fucking gross piece of shit." Like, he just seems like stereotypical nice guy rager.
And I apologized for upsetting her. When I mentioned again that I was not annoyed, I was just surprised by what she had said. She told me she didn't care, pushed me, and told me to sleep in the other room. I sent Alice that message because I was incredibly defeated at the time.
I was incredibly defeated, guys. It's so hard being me.
Only so much fighting and physical abuse that I could take, and
he was banished to the cupboard.
It had been constant for months.
He had to sleep under the stairs like the Dursley house.
Angry and upset about her pushing me constantly. It had nothing to do with the conversation about sexual assault that Alice is referenced in this document.
Keemstar Orbiter,
I believe
Nick
Alice has
DeOrio,
created this false version of
Mr.
events due to a conversation that we had after we had broken up, as Alice has started.
The best part is, like, there's a chance that everything he's saying is the truth right now. I don't personally believe it, but there's a chance that this woman is like the woman from Satan who has just lied about everything, and it's been done so in a way where Alex, like, systematically, like, he cannot dispute the claims, and he's just sitting here floundering trying to figure out what to say. And if that's the case, that's fucking hilarious.
To use personal stories that I had told her to torment me. I had confided in Alice about being sexually
Is Dark Are you a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
When we had begun dating.
Nick,
And
for
Wait,
the love
what?
of all
What?
gods, I have no drugs. PLS upscale the SPPED on his vid.
Thank you. Upscale the what? The speed? Oh, the speed? I'm sorry, we have to...
We had after we had broken up, as Alice has started to use personal stories that I had told her to torment me. I had confided in Alice about being sexually assaulted when we had begun dating.
You know what the fucked up part is? I already know that Alex was sexually assaulted because he made a YouTube video talking about it. I know, I hate to ruin the reveal because everybody, oh god, Adam McIntyre made a video on this. It's probably terrible. ImAllexx, sexual assault. There's a video of him describing the assault.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
But maybe he's deleted it. There's like a video of him saying that he fucking... I have a version of it, but it's playing Do You Know the Muffin Man in the background. There's a version of the video that I have, but it's during the Muffin... It plays the Muffin Man song in the background. And I would play it for you, but it's copyright. That's the only reason I won't... I'll pull it up, fine. ImAllexx accusation highlight reel.
I theorised before that this could be a tactile backstab, or it could be down to carelessness. But let's consider a third option, that Alex is naive.
So, once again, very serious video.
Are you a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
At the beginning, she was being cheated on with 4 other girls who were 16 and 17 years old. My problem with Michael was him admitting to doing things that he knew Che may not have wanted to do and being incredibly forceful.
The next thing I know, somebody's fucking got a hold of my testicles.
He can literally do what he wants to this man, who is straight, who is just doing his job for them. At this point, I think it's undeniable that is what's been going on.
Grabbed me by the fucking testicles and then turns to her and goes, "Oh, well, he's got a nice pair."
I know so many people who turn blind eyes to sexual predators, rapists, paedophiles. I know people who have known
that people have done these things for months and they kept it quiet. And when I found out, I asked everybody how long everybody knew. They were like, I've known for months about the fact that everybody here is a sexual predator. And I'm just sat here going, you guys are fucking terrible.
Wait, so it's not the time that somebody gripped his balls in a bar? That was the sexual assault that I was aware of. All right, let's check it out, guys.
After I meant me, I had confided in Alice about being sexually assaulted when we had begun dating.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
And after our breakup, Alice had blackmailed me and was using my reactions to build a document. So she started to follow people that I knew and had personal connections.
Was that my Ethan Klein moment, dude? Hold on, wait. Dude, it's my chestnuts roasting moment, dude. Oh, God.
Assaulted when we had begun dating. And that we had after... I believe Alice has created this false version of events due to a conversation that we had after we had broken up, as Alice has started to use personal stories that I had told her to torment me. I had confided in Alice about being sexually assaulted when we had begun dating, and after our breakup, Alice had blackmailed me and was using my reactions to build a document.
Okay, guys, let's get back to this.
So she started to follow people that I knew and had personal connections with to try and trigger a reaction from me. Alice followed the person who I had told her had sexually assaulted me.
Jesus Christ.
Following his assaulter and the people
It's gotta
who
be a
know
guy
about
with a
it, but
long
won't show
name.
cause he wants
It
to
doesn't
repeat
blend. It's gotta be a guy with a
Very
long name.
convenient.
It's gotta be a guy with a long name. It's not him. It's not Booty Warrior James Charles turning the straight guys gay.
In the hopes that
Maybe that's why he was so... No,
I would react.
it's not him. It's too short, dude.
I was incredibly upset that Alice was using something deeply personal that I had told her about in confidence as a way to get to me. Alice messaged me saying that I knew why, and then went on to clarify that she did this because she was
You answer your own question. I read her old messages for days. You have no idea what emotions I went through reliving that all.
upset with me. We continue to talk about...
You just let him walk away after? Wait, whoa, dude. Holy fucking... This is like... Dude, this is like bad Marvel writing right now. Look at all this fucking... What's it called? They're just dropping all the lore bombs. Hold on. I'm not sure, but I realized you'd followed him in blank, apparently. I'm just losing my mind here and I want to die. I'm sorry. You have spoken to him? Can I ask a question without upsetting you? Why do you follow someone I told you between us sexually assaulted me?
In the hopes that I would react. I was incredibly...
I'm not angry at you. I understand I hurt you deeply. I'm sorry for even asking, but I just can't get my head around it. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Can you explain it to me? Do you think I was lying?
upset.
You answer your own question. I read our old messages. You have no idea what emotions I had. No, I do. I don't blame you. I'm sorry I pushed you so far. God, I really fucked it up. I didn't think that you'd have to do that to make me feel bad. This is so fucking... Okay, how do I say this? Alright, well, I can't say it like that. I was gonna say this is so raped, but that's like not the right word to use for this. Alright, that... Sorry, I think I missed the button on that. This is so cucked. Yes, this is so cucked. Okay. Alright, hold on.
Alice was using something deeply personal that
Yeah, this is so innocent and invincible.
I told her about in confidence as a way to get to me.
Wait, isn't this kind of exactly what he did to her on vacation? Well, we don't know. That could just be a lie. Or it could be real. Who knows?
Alice messaged me saying that I knew why, and then went on to clarify that she did this...
By the way, comic spoilers. Please no Invincible comic spoilers. Some people don't know that.
Because she was upset with me. We continue to talk...
Oh my god, this is fucking unhinged. If he's doing it again, why didn't you deck him? He came in behind me.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
He came in behind me mid-conversation, grabs me firm behind. I didn't see him.
What's the name of the
Pushed
the
me
guy
over to the
from
couch
Keemstar
like
Orbiter?
I'm dangling
Nick Oreo.
legs in the
Mr.
air.
Oreo.
Punch him out at
Normal
least.
people don't have chats like that.
Wait, what? Wait, what? About what?
about it, and this is when Alice told me that I should have fought.
Wait, this was in public? This guy was talking to somebody and then some guy just walked up and raped him in front of everybody? What kind of fucking parties are these guys going to for 4 days straight? This guy is standing in the middle. This guy's standing up in public and some guy just dragged him to the couch and raped him in front of everybody? It was Slazo. Shut the fuck up. What is happening? What is he talking about?
Back. I've blurred the
Was it at a mosh pit? Why would there be a couch in the middle of a mosh pit?
names, as I have no interest in making this a public matter.
Dangling. Stop making me laugh. This is not supposed to be funny. Shut up.
And I have no intention to discuss this publicly beyond this, as I hoped it would remain private between us. But Alice has since used this to try and hurt me, and has accused me of doing exactly what she had been doing intentionally.
I need more information about this, Alex. This is like, what the fuck happened?
To induce a mental break.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Is Dark Web EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
I thought Alex's whole thing is that, like, I knew so many people who had known that all these people are rapists and they don't tell anybody because they're bad people.
Down that she could use for her document. Alice has still been
Oh shit, yo, we got the goal. Thank you. New goal.
harassing me online to this day, and has begun to go after other people that she believes are friends with me. Alice posted a series of comments on TikTok.
I'm just so fucking confused. Okay, so if she did that, that is awful. If like somebody told you I've been raped and when you get mad at them, you follow their rapist on Twitter, that's like fucking terrible behavior. Like, I don't know, if she fucking did that, absolute disavow. That's like unhinged. It's kind of hilarious. No, it's not. No, that's like emotionally abusive. Bro, come on. Come on.
Claiming that every YouTuber who is
The Muffin Man made him do it. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny for us because we hate him. I think it's funny too, just to be clear. But like, if you were in that position and you were sexually assaulted and someone admitted that they followed your rapist just because they were upset at you, I'm sorry. That's fucking awful. That's taking out Alex for a second and just thinking about this from a human to human level. That's fucked up.
similar
That's like a really evil thing to do. Yeah, 100%. Sorry. I can't, like, I could be a huge dick, but I'm going to acknowledge that that sounds fucking terrible.
thumbnails as working with me or for me. Fabricating stories that I am employed by any YouTuber who makes commentary videos is ridiculous and untrue. I have seen
Wait, I'm sorry. We went from following my rapist to spreading an allegation that I work for people behind the scenes. Okay.
recently that multiple YouTubers have made videos on my former editor, Danky Jabo.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. No, you're going to make me watch Lewis McClung. Wait. No. No. Please, dude, please. This video has been so bad. You can't put Lewis McClung on the screen.
They've accused
No, I swore I wouldn't watch him ever again.
him of being mentored by me, and they claim that we are friends. Because of this accusation, Danky Jabo has lost over 11,000 subscribers.
Dude, thank God Alex is here to fucking give a big shout out to Danky Jabo. Did he lose more subs because of this shout out? Dude, you are the last guy that guy needs for a shout out right now, dude.
This rumor began is because Alice messaged the
Is
YouTuber
Dark
known
Web
as
EU a
Cataclysm.
virgin? No.
Oh, that
I am
Cataclysm
not.
woman is
Why
retarded.
would so many people be Googling that?
And told her that a friend of hers had messaged Danky Jabo because he still followed me, and this can be found in a video that Cataclysm has deleted.
Standing by somebody who has been outed as an abuser or who you know is an abuser just because Alex has done, for example, a little bit for you and helped your career, you're a scumbag, you're an enabler, and you don't genuinely believe in what you're talking about. A little example I have here is I received a screenshot from Alice, which was one...
By the way, just keep in mind, this whole following thing sounds unhinged for us because it is unhinged. But for Alex, liking a single tweet is cheating, just to be clear. So, I don't know. Maybe following is endorsements. I mean, clearly she was endorsing his rapist.
Alice's friends in contact with a content creator called Danky Jabo. Basically, Danky Jabo got a DM from someone who Alice knows, Alice being ImAllexx's ex-girlfriend, saying, "Is there a reason you still follow and work for an abusive piece of shit?" To which Jesse...
The working part, were they not working together? I don't remember this drama. Maybe they weren't.
Danky Jabo replied and said, "I'm so sorry, mate. I'll unfollow the annoying orange right now."
Because one of Alice's friends decided...
Oh, God, no, dude. Oh, dude, literally, I'm telling you right now, if in a perfect society...
to reach out to him and ask why, if it was an accident, if he meant to unfollow him, or if he just didn't know what was going on.
I do not understand why my ex-girlfriend and her apparent friends have been messaging people who still follow me 8 months after I've stopped posting entirely and over a year since we have broken up. Alice to this day is trying to interfere with my personal life by attempting to isolate me, going as far as harassing people because she believes that we know each other. Alice went after my friends and is now scouting my social media and encouraging...
Wait, what?
By attempting to isolate me, going as far as harassing people because she believes that we know each other. Alice went after my friends, going as far as harassing people because she believes that we know each other. Alice went after my friends.
Sounds like she got it right then.
And is now scouting my social media and encouraging YouTubers to expose people based on whether they follow my inactive social...
That's the fair... She's outing people who she believes I'm friends with. Anyway, so she outed one of my friends.
social media accounts. Alice took the DM that she claimed a friend had sent her from Danky Jabo and sent it to Cataclysm, who then proceeded to make various posts and YouTube videos claiming that Danky Jabo was a misogynist, an abuse apologist.
Yeah, I mean, Danky Jabo is not those things and did nothing wrong in that drama.
And even hearted a comment claiming that he could be a future sexual assaulter.
From the
Oh my god, dude.
The moment I ignored her offer to join call with her and her friends, she had begun randomly messaging me unwarranted, hateful messages whenever she felt like it.
Dude, there is a whole section of this video on Lewis McClung and Cataclysm, and then, like, not the brick clip. Just to be clear, not the brick.
Not only that, but she was also hearting comments on her YouTube channel that accused me of being a potential sexual...
Okay, but when do we get to the brick? This is the brick.
Assaulter. The fact that either of you act as though you were trying to be fair at any point, that you were trying to be respectful.
It's like, bro, this is not your fight. He already addressed this. Yeah, literally. Why are we here?
At any point is honestly...
This is like such a safe, cringe bullshit thing to put in your video. Sorry, the volume. It's Alex's balancing. He's just like 1 HP and everybody else sounds like they're screaming. Alright, I don't care about this.
Exposed before Cataclysm had uploaded any video or live stream about Danky Jabo, who she then went on to expose by revealing this DM that Alice had sent her, claiming that this...
Is there a reason you still follow or work for an abusive piece of shit? I'm sorry, mate. I'll unfollow the annoying orange right now. So you defend abusers, ImAllexx, and work for them? I would never defend or support the annoying orange. He gaslights all the fruit in the kitchen. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
This was proof that we knew each other. Alice responded to the tweet that Cataclysm made, saying that she would do it for her, when Cataclysm claimed that she couldn't expose Danky Jabo for legal reasons. Cataclysm then made tweets about Danky Jabo that were negative, that Alice retweeted and shared. These tweets can no longer be found, as Cataclysm has deleted her...
So did he not ever work for Alex? I don't remember that. I thought he did work for Alex.
Twitter account after Danky Jabo's response.
Not that that matters.
Video. Alice has not only...
I mean, I drive a Tesla. That guy Heils Hitler. I don't know.
...continue to harass me for...
He did work for him, yeah.
...the last year, but has now gone after my former... Alice has not only continued to harass me for the last year, but has now gone after my former editor and tried to cancel him because she created a conspiracy that he is a friend of mine and that we work with each other.
I thought... Didn't he just refer to him as a friend before? I think he just referred to him as a friend.
This has led to him being slandered and harassed online by various...
Don't worry, he got out of it. You're good. You don't have to defend him. Everyone agrees with his position. This is probably harming him by you talking about it.
...content creators who have now apologized.
Yeah, he called him his friend like 30 seconds ago.
...because of this lie that she had started. Other YouTubers have also claimed that because our thumbnails were similar, we must be friends.
One of the only pieces of evidence that they show are that our thumbnails are similar.
You can even tell the blatant mentoring through the exact same thumbnail design.
I'm gonna shave his head. If I had an opportunity to shave his head consensually, I would shave his head, dude.
They use the exact same...
I'm talking about Lewis McClung, by the way.
...thumbnail design. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more proof that he mentored him or taught him his ways.
This is also a point made by both Cataclysm and an actual old friend of Alex and Jake Baz, who was previously featured on his channel before.
When Alex stopped posting because of everything that happened, Jesse then started posting very much in the style of Alex, with Alex's thumbnails, etc., etc.
Coincidentally, your thumbnails since... Oh, seems...
Jake Baz is literally on every side of this controversy. There is no side that Jake Baz is not on.
To be honest, since he's quit, your thumbnails have started getting a lot more like Alex's, which is weird.
Except his own. No self-preservation.
Why would you only just start doing that now, coincidentally, when he stops uploading?
Guys, I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is what Alice did wrong here. If anybody's trying to expose a YouTuber, when you're done, shut the fuck up and move on to the next thing. And that's not me victim blaming if she's actually a victim. That's not me saying, dude, 98% of this video is screenshots from fucking September or future YouTube dramas. I think like 2% of this video addresses the document or anything that was said during the situation. Bro, get in, say your piece, get out. That's it. You have made this situation significantly more gray by continuing to talk for several months after. That's your life lesson here. If you're going to expose somebody, say your fucking piece and then leave. Okay? Because the more you talk, the more twisting that can be done, the more mistakes that can be made.
However, the great irony of this point is that the very thumbnails on the streams that my thumbnails are being criticized on...
the thumbnail point was stupid then, it's stupid now.
Jabo of being mentored by me based on his style of thumbnails.
Dude, Danky Jarbo, shout out to Danky Jarbo.
But Jake Baz and Cataclysm have also taken my thumbnail style and used it in the very videos where they attempt to cancel him.
Something to you, Nick?
Wait, well, that's the joke. Wait, hold on, that's the joke. That's why they did that. That's why they did that.
Accused Danky Jabo of being mentored by me based on his style of thumbnails. But Jake Baz and Cataclysm have also taken my thumbnail style and used it in the very videos where they attempt...
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I understand that you've been diagnosed with BPD. That's great. This is autism, okay? That's the joke. That's why they use those thumbnails.
But Jake...
If they're doing it in the video where they criticize thumbnails, that's why it's there.
Baz and Cataclysm have also taken my thumbnail style and used it in the very videos where they attempt to cancel him, after making multiple videos calling me an abuser.
And not only that, but Cataclysm
And I think they actually used it before that. I don't know why he said that. Wasn't Cataclysm's whole thumbnail style that?
Still continues to use...
Oh, no, she kept doing it after because it worked.
Use the very thumbnails that she's criticizing me for to this day. By that logic, is she also being mentored by...
Alright, you're loud. I understand you. You're right. But you are very loud.
My thumbnail style after calling me an abuser, whilst attacking another content creator for doing the same.
I'd take a rapist thumbnail style. It wouldn't really bother me. If it gets views, it's good. It's not like they got their rape juices all over the thumbnail.
It's ridiculous and unfair. Especially...
Would you use a murderer's thumbnail?
When the goal was to try and ruin somebody's YouTube career.
You would not have made this...
I don't know. Is it like, whatever.
Shit like this on stream.
And it makes me feel like sad. Like I just...
Nick attacking the only black guy on the entire stream for being loud. It's Alex's balancing.
I just want to like log into his channel and delete it.
What in the cleavage is this outfit? Is this like business casual for OnlyFans? Like what the fuck am I looking at?
Like it needs to be deleted.
Another ridiculous piece of evidence that they use is that I still follow ImAllexx's Instagram account.
Also, what some people have noticed, which is what Katie alluded to in a video as well, is that Danky Jabo is still...
Office Siren.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar
It's
Orbiter?
the Office
Nick
Siren.
Oreo.
No way.
Mr. Oreo.
Alex, so...
This was a huge waste of time TL. DRI was an angel. And my ex-girlfriend is a big meanie poo-poo pants. Also Danky Jabo is my bestest friend. Please don't hurt him instead of me.
Bro, fuck Danky Jarbo, bro. He's so right in this, though. I call him Danky Jarbo because his name reminds me of Matt Jarbo, the iconic mundane Matt from Boulder Town, but he seems like a pretty good guy.
This is true. If I had a look earlier before the stream, so...
Oh no, he did it live.
Jabo is following Alex and he's still followed.
Oh no, dude. Oh, Jake Baz. Did you know that's cheating in his relationship?
By Alex.
Oh no.
So.
Oh god.
they're still around each other.
Oh, he's got a Google document. Talk to a coin.
That's what I do know.
Apparently, and still.
I hate this guy. I hate you so much. There are few redeeming qualities that you have. If every YouTuber instantly died and your channel was left, the genre would end right there, and then that would be it. Everyone would move on.
Now, Jesse followed and still follows ImAllexx.
Now, Danky Jabo was still following Alex.
If our thumbnails being...
Okay, alright, whatever.
...the same and someone following me means that I am mentoring them, then why until a few weeks ago did Cataclysm still follow me on TikTok and use my thumbnail style? This does not mean that we are friends.
Yeah, we know. This is like a 3-month-old drama that everyone agrees with you on.
friends with people.
You are so brave. You're a brave soldier for coming out and saying this. Was this video recorded for 3 months ago? Is that what happened here? This video was recorded months ago, and this was still relevant at the time. Maybe.
The same people saying this are doing the exact same.
Alex said stuff about me, and I didn't even know him. Like, Alex was like cocky as shit because like I followed Alex
You have two very good points, and I agree with them.
for quite a long time, and Alex made a comment being like,
Yeah, got it.
like, oh, I should probably follow her back at some point, and he made some weird comment, like, as if, like, I don't know, it was just weird. It was, like, kind of
What the fuck is that tattoo?
patronizing.
I had followed Katie on Twitter and we had interacted once.
New denims just dropped.
And she wished me a happy birthday. I did not follow.
It's a black Spider-Man symbol tattooed on her chest. Okay.
Follow Katie back on Instagram because Alice had accused me of getting close with Katie, even though we had never called or spoken outside of this DM. I sent this to Alice to show that we only ever had one interaction to prove that I was not involved with Cataclysm in any way. These messages were 2 months after we had broken up, as Alice was still monitoring my social media activity and friendship circle and trying to prevent me from being friends with anyone, something that she is still doing to this day.
That's hilarious.
I would like to apologise to Danky Jabo.
Who knew, dude? We thought that we had to make videos to expose this guy to fuck him up. Well, it turned out that he needed like a Trojan horse.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
A Trojan horse.
Mr. Oreo.
Actions are not something that he is responsible for, and I apologise that I did not respond.
We just needed to let him date more women. We never even needed to make those videos about Slazo. All he had to do was keep dating.
Sooner. For the last year, I have been in and out of hospital.
Dude, he's got gay turbo AIDS.
I apologise that I did not respond sooner. For the last year, I have been in and out of hospital, and this greatly delayed my response. And I was unable to make a video at this time, and that is why it has taken me so long to address this. In this time, Alice has posted many things about me that are untrue, and has posted this TikTok that people believed is in reference to me.
Don't ask me about my ex, let's just pretend that nigga died. Ain't no pressure by
Reference to me.
Don't ask me about my ex, let's just pretend that nigga died. Ain't no pressure by no nigga, tell his ass to fall in.
Alice says that she had done everything.
Dude, that was a death threat. Oh my god, that was actually fire. Did you ever press charges against him? I did everything I could do. You're adorable. Okay.
I think she could. And
yes.
Press charges on me. This never happened, and once again is
It sounds like she tried to press charges. It seems like nothing was followed
another
up.
lie. Since Alice posted.
Wait, it's another lie? Alex, honey, you made that. Alex, you brought this lie to show and tell 3 hours ago. Alex, that's not another lie. This is like your first argument again.
And press charges on me. This never happened, and once again is another lie.
Alex, you brought Alice lied about this screenshot to show and tell 16 times so far.
Since Alice posted a document, 2 of my ex-girlfriends made posts about me. My ex-girlfriend
Nick calling Alex honey is crazy. I need to do it to guys sometimes because every time I say it when a woman is on the screen, I always get comments saying like, you would never say that if you were talking about a dude. Whenever I'm like talking down to somebody and like a woman is on the screen, they're like, holy shit, Nick is extremely sexist. So I have to do that to every few guys. I got to make a comment like that too, so they know that I'm not like just being a complete douchebag.
Jess, who I dated in 2019, wrote a statement that she had then deleted before she reached out to me to talk privately. Jess told me that Alice had contacted her and had lied about a police investigation.
Whoa, okay, whoa, hold on.
A document, 2 of my ex-girlfriends.
We got a new screenshot for the argument that he made 16 hours ago.
Friends made posts about me. My ex-girlfriend Jess, who I dated in
I gotta tell you, I watched the 24-hour video, or whatever, the 6-hour video by JXE about Doctor Who, a show I've never seen, and it went faster than this. This actually took more time for me to watch than like a 6-hour video on Doctor Who.
2019, wrote a statement that she had then deleted before she reached out to me to talk privately. Jess told
I ended up gathering a FBI folder on a guy full of all the abuse. I just don't know what to do with it. I need to report him to the police first, realistically, before anything is released, but I want people to know how horrible this guy is. He shouldn't have a platform. He shouldn't be making videos on abusive people when he's one of them. And I know his housemates have heard him. It's like, I've got so many witnesses and people to back up the facts. I just need balls. I spent hours and hours reading into the law sides of this all, and he can't do anything if it's all true and proven, which it can be. I've been sitting on this since January. Okay.
Told me that Alice had contacted her.
What's wrong with this?
And had lied about.
If this goes further with the police, would you be okay with maybe making your own statement to back mine? I think if they hear from his ex-partners about the same behavior, it'll help a lot. Again, keep in mind, Jess, he's not mentioning this. Jess made a statement in 2020. Okay? 2020. She made a second statement later. But her initial statement was in 2020. Way before all of this.
A police investigation and asked her to make a statement to back hers. Me and Jess have spoken to each other many times since, and we have resolved this. And I greatly appreciate that she reached out to me. King Arn.
Then what? Oh, dude, I've been waiting for this. A
YouTuber who I dated in 2018 has also posted a statement about me online. There is no evidence to support.
All right, guys, we're on Alex's side here.
Or anything that has been written in this statement. And that's because what was written is completely untrue. At no point during our relationship did I at any point ever get physical. To write a statement that contains no screenshots, texts, or evidence to support these false claims shows them for what they are. Baseless and untrue.
Hey Alex, doesn't it feel really shitty that King Ani wrote a fucking twitlonger slandering you, calling you a fucking domestic abuser with no fucking screenshots or evidence? You fucking piece of shit. Doesn't that suck? Isn't that a horrible feeling when King Ani writes a fucking twitlonger smearing you as a domestic fucking abuser to millions of fucking people? Doesn't that really suck, dude?
Support these false claims shows them for what they are. Baseless and untrue.
Wow, dude. I'm so sorry you have to go through this. I'm totally not smiling.
Me and Anna continued to stay in contact with each other after the breakup. We had met up at multiple gaming conventions in England and Los Angeles, and all of these messages were over a year after we had broken up, as we hadn't had any form.
Wait a minute. April 2019. What happened during April 2019?
We're falling.
Whoa, May 2019. We're getting pretty close to June 2019, aren't we? Congrats on the sub spike. I didn't use my color correction, fluctuate, wanna hop on. Yeah. I'm on calls with Hoover right now. Oh, are you on calls with the Hoover Max Extra something?
And we had maintained a friendship after our relationship.
Ooh. Henry and I are coming. Is Henry Blues Dank? Is that Henry? Oh, the Anaheim Marriott. Is that the iconic hotel you guys were posted up in watching our videos? Is that where you watched my video?
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter.
Ordering the Uber now.
Mr. Oreo.
How long are you in the US? Till the 16th. Were you planning on exposing Slazo on the 17th? Oh, shit, dude. I don't want to talk. I don't want to walk that much. Wow. Okay. Everyone's like, get a wheelchair, but I don't want to be a burden. Oh no.
But ended.
Do you have osteoporosis?
Anna wrote in her document that it was the most toxic relationship she had ever been in, and that she was lucky to get out of it when she did. But we had stayed in contact for an entire year after.
Bro, we need to stick to that YouTube grind. Yeah, Anna, you really need to. Yeah. You want to Uber Eat something? Oh, yeah, okay.
And Anna had even come round to my flat in London, where we had food and went out for dinner. A year after our breakup, I was invited to and took part in King Anna's charity livestream event because she had asked me to be a guest. I believe that we were on good terms after our breakup, and that there was never any issues brought up with me personally in the entire time that we knew each other. And this was the first time that I had heard of these completely false and baseless allegations that she has made.
Doesn't that suck? Did she put some jokes in there too?
Against me. To see a statement that has retroactively been built on my abusive relationship with my...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened with you. Oh, this is so sad. Can we get some background music for this really sad tale?
And that there was never any issues brought up with me personally in the entire time that we knew each other. And this was the first time that I had heard of these completely false and baseless allegations that she has made against me. To see a statement that has retroactively been built on my abusive relationship with my ex-partner Alice deeply upsets me. Anna has also used this as an opportunity to blame me for a situation we were involved in with another YouTuber called Slazzo. The messages between us at the time show that Anna wrote the statement on Slazzo with his ex-girlfriend.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that some screenshot that Nick's been begging for the last 5 fucking years? Uh-oh.
The messages between us at the time show that...
I didn't. Are you free? Just help Che finish the twit longer and get all the screenshots ready. She said she wants to post it tonight. Australian time. Everything's ready to go.
Anna wrote the statement on Slazzo with his ex...
The bitch who got away. Not today!
Girlfriend Che. And that I ignored this message at the time that she had sent it to me. I was aware of the situation, but I had no involvement in writing anything, and Anna had even messaged me...
I still don't believe you.
...acknowledging that I didn't want to be...
Ooh. Yeah, but you're so fucking shit at explaining yourself. Wait, what is this message? What is 2241, chat?
...involved. Had no involvement...
What happened... at 2241 prior to, yeah, but you're fucking shit at explaining yourself. I completely misunderstood why you didn't want to be involved, but now I get it. Well, I don't want to upset anybody and make my life worse again. Oh no, Alex, you might have made your life a little bit worse if you got involved in that thing you were involved with in the group chats and all the planning and then the statements you made after. Oh no. I agree, Ian. I agree.
Kino can 10 our idea. Alex and Alice should duke it out at Creator Clash 3.
Again, but I've got to be straightforward. I love this because it doesn't tell us what he was straightforward about. It's just that he's straightforward because he cropped it. Yeah, I get that. I just think Twitter's 100 times more toxic than it was in 2016. You're welcome.
I had not replied to her messages where she had tried to involve me. To write that everyone got the blame for something that I had apparently made up, when in reality, as shown here, Anna was the person who had written the statement, is ridiculous and a blatant lie. I should never have shared what Anna and Che had written, and I apologised privately to Slazzo when it took place at the...
Ooh. Ooh. Is there anything else here? No, it's the same screenshots. He won't
I
give
wish
us
no
any more
ill
than
will
that.
to any of my previous partners.
By the way, he literally came out and said that, like, he doubled down and said what Michael admitted to was bad. So he's just straight up lied here. That's fantastic.
And I understand that claiming my innocence in these relationships will be difficult, but I cannot accept these false allegations that have been made against me. Mia X Mon, an influencer and content creator who was under the same management as me, posted a statement which is a complete lie. Mia claims that she spoke to my management and that they dropped me in June 2023 because she had made them aware of the rumours surrounding me and my relationship with Alice. Mia says that she had put pressure on my management to drop me due to these rumours, and that they did after she had asked.
Oh, no.
I was never kicked from my management. I left my management in January 2024 on my own accord, as shown in these messages.
Oh, no.
Mia says that I was kicked from management in June 2023, but I'd still been working with them and doing brand deals and premieres for the entirety of that year, as shown by this message from my management in July, and these messages about the Star Wars premiere I attended in August, 2 months after Mia claims that they had dropped me. I asked to leave my management in January 2024.
When do you talk about when you were gonna bash your girlfriend's skull in with a brick, though? I'm just super curious.
7 months after.
Dude, I cannot believe you. Guys, did anybody remember Mia existed? I went to go back to find all the statements and I didn't find this one.
The Mia claims she got...
I actually just remember now this even existed. When are we going to talk about the skull and the brick?
For my management. I was never dropped or had any conversations about my relationship with my management at any point. What Mia has posted is a complete lie. I would like...
Oh shit, man, that sucks.
...to make it incredibly clear that no one at any point ever reached out to me as a friend or colleague and asked me about my relationship until I never reached out to...
Boogie just went into cardiac arrest on Wallcow.
I just saw Keffel's tweet. Nicholas DeOrio.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. If Boogie did go into cardiac arrest...
me, which I have discussed in this video, and that was months after we had broken up. At no point did anyone ask for my side or story. Nobody at all was aware of any of the information that I've shared in this video except for Alice, because nobody at any point ever asked. The one instance when my friends reached out to me, they leaked everything to my abuser. I did not expect people to understand my situation, and I was terrified to the point to which it had gotten to. I did not think there was anyone I could speak to, and I was terrified about what would happen if I did, as Alice had full access to my phone for the entire time we were together, while she unfollowed and isolated me from my friends, and because of this I stayed in a relationship which continued to get worse. Okay. Alice has excused her behaviour as reactive abuse, and has shown text messages where she is...
It's reactive abuse. My therapist says it's called reactive abuse.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio, we in this
blurred
shit
out
fun?
that she had been starting these fights. I had...
Wait, whoa.
And has shown text messages where she has blurred out that she...
I'm very sorry about yesterday, and I know I crossed the line when I was angry. After the Alice's dark... Okay, unblurred text. I'm very... Oh, thank you for apologizing. It means more than you know. And that breakfast in bed, I think I'm good. I'm sorry I even started it. I feel terrible cleaning everything and moving into the garage. Just want to... Okay.
She had been starting these fights.
This is when things were more real for me, and texting my mom.
I had apologized.
What did he apologize for?
Shown text messages where she has blurred out that she had been...
Okay, but what do you mean I crossed a line? Even if she starts the fight. What is the context of this message? Wait, did he yawn while reading this?
Starting behaviour as reactive abuse, and has shown text messages where she has blurred out that she had been starting these fights. I had apologised to her after I had reacted to the physical violence, gaslighting, and manipulation that she would put me through, as I was deeply upset.
I don't think he yawned. Did he yawn?
My abuser. I did not expect people to understand my situation, and I was terrified to the point to which it had gotten to. I did not think there was anyone I could speak to, and I was terrified about what would happen if I did, as Alice had full access to my phone for the entire time
more back
in this video, and that was months after we had broken up. At no point did anyone ask for my side or story. Nobody at all was aware of any of the information that I've shared in this video except for Alice, because nobody at any point ever asked. The one instance when my friends reached out to me, they leaked everything to my abuse.
Yeah, I think no, it's not happening.
How I had wrote in her document that I felt no remorse or guilt. I deeply regretted the way I had been acting, and I apologized constantly to Alice for how I had behaved. Our relationship was affecting me so...
Dude, look at his... Dude, guys, my gay turbo AIDS has crossed my nipple lines and just made me... Dude, I'm sorry, dude. My super gay turbo AIDS has crossed the nipple barrier, alright? It has gone through the great trenches.
So greatly that I got progressively more sick the longer we stayed together. To say that things just...
Dude, I just got completely fucking AIDS'd up, dude. I became an AIDS-riddled fucking freak, dude. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck, bro? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Here.
I had been acting, and I apologized constantly to Alice for how I had behaved. Our relationship was affecting me so greatly that I got progressively more sick the longer we stayed together. To say that things just flew past and I acted like nothing ever happened is completely untrue when it was having such a serious and severe effect on me. Alice constantly tried to push me to physical violence, which I refused to do, as she had told me to hit her on the 5th of October in an argument, and Alice said that I should hit her as a form of pay.
You're Delulu. You're Delulu. She is a fucking monster. What is her message? You are Delulu. How fucking dare you? You think you could just admit it and get away with it? Okay, burn me, hit me, get payback. I don't care. Watch your fucking tone. Yes, Dad. Sorry, Dad. Oh my God. What should I do? Not admit it? Why are you apologizing and trying to fix it?
I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
She's obviously being sarcastic. No, she's holding a match to her fucking... She's holding the lighter to her neck saying, burn me, hit me, pay me back.
Alice was trying to get me to react physically so she could use it to post online, and would constantly emotionally and physically abuse me until I would break so that she could screenshot my text messages or record me. This non-stop harassment has continued to this day, as Alice has gone after other people who she believes are my friends in an attempt to isolate me. I have not spoken to Alice or posted on my social media in nearly a year, but Alice has still been trying to control my life. Alice claimed in her document that I had projected all of my issues on...
I hate to tell you, Alice won, bro. Dude, there's like a part of me... I mean, I've explained my biases from the very beginning. There's a part of me that thinks, like, if this stuff is all fake, that I actually kind of feel bad for him. Nah.
To her, but has
You get what you fucking deserve!
proceeded to diagnose me as a narcissist multiple times in this document, and also texted me saying that I had narcissistic personality disorder after I had reacted to Alice's abuse. Alice believed that I was on the spectrum and would call me autistic and bullied me when I tried to discuss the abuse
Yeah,
in
I
our
actually think it would be funnier.
relationship. The more
It's literally the worst case scenario if he's in like an unwinnable, unprovable allegation spiral for the rest of his life. There is no better outcome for him. Like, karma could not have produced a better. The YouTube drama scriptwriters have fucking outdone themselves if he gets put in a false allegation death spiral that nobody can dig him out of after he's pulled this shit so many times with so many other people, dude. Holy fuck, would that be awesome?
our relationship progressed, the more I began to react emotionally to Alice's ongoing abuse, as she would shut me down.
Nick, read where she called him autistic. I said I'm scared. I said I'm scared, aka reassure me it'll be okay. It's too much.
Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
You couldn't buy. Shut up! I've been doing it all day. Do it more. You have to. Be a man. You're just pushing me down. You flimsy, emotional, autistic blank. That's why what you said what you did yesterday. You just like being mean to me, Jimmy's mom. Moan, 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 wah, wah. I've only been doing what you do to me. I've never had you call me and then tell you to fuck off. That's never happened. Lamau. It doesn't ever. Everything was totally fine before I called you.
You could have milked that so much harder. Big content strategy problems here, Nick. I'll help you maximize your money, all right?
Imagine he's so autistic, he thinks I mean fact to fact the exact same scenarios. No, no, it wasn't. Bye. Then you decided to do what you did. I had an off tone. Said sorry. Get over it.
Me autistic and bullied me when I tried to discuss the abuse in our relationship. The more our relationship progressed...
No, we can't say that word. It's too similar to pussy. Pussy doesn't get the video demonetized.
The more I began to react emotionally to Alice's ongoing abuse, as she would shut me down, stonewall...
Wait. Whoa. Okay. Bro, this guy just did a whole segment on how she blurred one message and then provided us this.
React emotionally to Alice's ongoing abuse, as she would...
This is like 70 contextless messages in a row. What the fuck?
Would shut me down, stonewall me, and insult me. These arguments would go on for hours, and I had reached my breaking point when trying to discuss the issues that I had had.
He just searched the word ignored and just put all of them in.
Alice would continually call me autistic, so I changed the way that I would try to discuss stuff in our conversation.
She got gaslit into thinking he was autistic. That's so cool.
And arguments, just so I could get a response. Alice has then gone on to clip me during my severe mental breakdowns. And
okay, Bo Blacks, cry me a river. Cry me a Boblaxian river.
A screenshot of text messages that we had in real time. This entire situation was premeditated from Alice, as she had been screenshotting me throughout these breakdowns in real time, as shown by the fact that I am still typing and the dates in the messages that she has shown. Alice has proceeded to crop out that she had nicknamed me racial slurs, as Alice has freely used this language throughout our relationship.
Bro, there's clips of you saying the N-word over years, dude.
Hidden this and altered her behavior when she was knowingly recording me and building her document so that she could paint me as crazy and psychotic and push the entire blame of this onto me.
Bro, you said the N-word. Who cares?
I had complained about this.
What is that? What is on the screen? What the fuck is on the screen? What the fuck is that, dude? What the fuck is that picture? Don't tempt me. You're gorgeous. I'm gonna kiss you. Go on. They're saying the N-word.
He's crazy.
Dude, it's the creepypasta nightmare N-word scenario.
Psychotic and pushed the entire blame of this onto me. I had complained about this at the beginning of our relationship and texted Alice about the fact that...
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter?
Because I can't wait to humiliate
Mr.
you.
Oreo.
That's me brown-nosing you. Well, I guess I don't need an early night. Oh, Sue it is. I can call you tomorrow. We haven't played COD yet, actually. Yes, let's do that. you could see how disgusting my language is. I mean, how polite I am.
Her and her
Oh my, yeah, dude, she's just firing off the N-word every time she plays COD.
friends use this
No, she meant raccoon. Remember the guy got banned for saying raccoon, but he didn't say ra, and he was actually shooting a raccoon?
language freely. Alice would tell me to ignore this and told me that I was stupid for complaining about it and that I cared too much about how people would perceive me online. Alice has lied that I normalized this language on Twitter, despite it being her who actively bragged about it and brought it into our relationship.
No. My BPD girlfriend made me say the N-word. My BPD girlfriend made me say the N-word. My BPD girlfriend made me say it. I didn't want to say the N-word, but she made me do it. Dude. Okay. Awesome. Sick. You're a fucking maniac. You are a freak. I hate you.
I'm not claiming that I am innocent in this relationship.
Aren't you? Aren't you? I'm not claiming I'm innocent in this relationship. Here's an hour and 40 minutes of me telling you that I have been like the saint from fucking Earth, dude.
I retaliated with vile language and threats that have been normalized, and this is disgusting and unacceptable. Alice wrote...
Good. Enjoy paddling back from fucking... Enjoy paddling back like from a fucking cruise ship that has no power to fucking land, dude. That's what you have to do right now. You have one paddle, get the cruise ship back to land.
In her document that this is what happens.
Where's the brick? Where's the brick?
When a narcissist meets an empath. They feed off it. But Alice has posted multiple videos about me online, a document that is filled with lies, and has also continued to harass me and others in an attempt to isolate me.
You said you were going to bash her skull in with a brick.
For the last year. I hope by not responding or reacting that Alice would move on like she had claimed she would in her document.
I thought you said you had gay turbo AIDS for the course of the year and you couldn't respond.
But Alice has continued to post about me and has harassed others in an attempt to get to me. Alice said that these posts that she...
Like, if the shit that she dealt with is real, why wouldn't she be able to post? That's like... I guess the angle isn't like, oh, she said she'd stop and she hasn't stopped yet. Okay, but like you said you were going to bash her skull in with a brick on face cam.
Made about me were a cry for help and not attention in her document.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick DeOrio. Mr.
But Alice
Oreo.
asked me to make a public apology to stop her ongoing harassment of me. It has been over a year since we broke up, and Alice has continued to lie about me to this day in her posts online.
Is he going to do it? After an hour and 41 minutes of this, is he going to say sorry to Alice? That would be so awesome. I would be so happy. But I don't think he's going to, but that'd be so fucking funny if he says sorry.
And to other YouTube...
That would be so fucking... Guys, I know Alice has been abusive to me this entire time, but I'm super duper sorry. Can we get back together?
YouTubers who then posted those lies about me in videos that now have millions of views. Alice wrote in her document that after I ended the relationship, he tried to manipulate me, telling me we just need time and that he will change, and begged me to give him a chance to change and make things better. This went on for months. He kept doing this and then getting angry when I didn't give back the same energy. Alice at no point has mentioned that she was harassing me and blackmailing me privately, and that she had been asking me to fix our relationship with letters, while she invited herself over and told me to make her dinner. This was going on all whilst Alice was using traumatic experiences that I had shared with her privately to torment me and drive me to a mental...
So wait, are you saying that after she put out her document, she was trying to like rekindle the relationship? He put out the...
herself over and told me...
I'm literally the one saying tomorrow, not you. You're fine.
Shared with her privately to torment me.
Yeah, I don't think that's what blackmail is.
And drive me to a mental breakdown intentionally after I'd started to break away from our abusive relationship. And
no,
that during all
they were still dating.
All of this, she had been planning to expose me through a document that she had told my ex-girlfriend Jess about. Alice wrote, I've had threats of story manipulation.
Like, this is where you need to establish a timeline. Was January when you were dating, or was January after you broke up?
From Alex, so I want to clear all of these up before he gets the chance to try and victimize himself and disregard everything he's ever done to me. But Alice has lied and manipulated these stories constantly in her document to portray a narrative which is not true. Before I end this video, I would like to apologize to anyone who I upset or offended in the videos and text messages that Alice shared. I wish no ill will on anyone who has posted about me or...
I need you to say Nicholas DeOrio, of Italian descent, partially Sicilian. I am sorry for saying the N-word. If you record yourself on camera saying Nicholas DeOrio of partial Sicilian descent, I am sorry for saying the N-word. I'll forgive you.
Shared these stories online. I am ashamed that many others were dragged into this unintentionally because of my actions. To the many people who have reached out publicly and...
Because, like, for Sicilians, they actually do call them pizza.
Privately, I greatly appreciate the kindness and generosity many of you have shown at a time where I have not deserved it, and I hope that I can repay you by being a better person. Thank you for listening to what I had to say.
I hate you. I hate you so much. My response: for more information on Claire's Law, for more information on borderline personality disorder. This needs to be a screenshot. ImAllexx, my response: for more information on borderline personality. This is like a meme template. Like Boblax, my response: for more information on BPD. Danky Jabo's video. This video is not monetized, but might be claimed by music networks and labels due to the TikTok videos shown. I am not earning. Please do not harass anyone in this video. Thank you for listening. Refresh.
Like that everyone got...
Top comment. This took so long I completely forgot he existed. Well, at least he didn't use a ukulele. The cat deserved therapy from knowing these two. Waiting on the cat to drop a response in 2026. I need the cat's response now. My conclusion: neither of them should own a cat. The whiplash I got from seeing this notification: admits to pushing me, says pushed him off of me at 9:09.
Admits to slapping me and pushing me in another in her own document. Alice...
Oh yeah, admits to pushing me.
True. And in fact, Alice admits to slapping me and pushing me.
Pushed him off of me. That's a good one. Thank you for that. Good one. I missed that. Don't think anyone will ever know the truth apart from these two and the cat. It's a good day for the unemployed. All I'm going to say is that you're in no position to cry about the internet not giving you a chance to respond fast enough when you threw Slazo under the bus the moment you had. Yeah, this guy, literally, Slazo waited like 11 days or like 15 days or something between allegation to release. And like they were coordinating this while Alex was in his... Like Slazo was staying with Alex when they were coordinating the release of this document. So that's cool. Both people can be abusive towards each other. Both can be toxic or whatever. Shouldn't you address what you did? Yeah, that's crazy. He never actually says what he did. He's like, I was also toxic, by the way. It's just a video exposing his ex-girlfriend. He makes no concessions at all whatsoever. No baseline to engage with. I'm going to take a shot every time I hear lied or Claire's Law. My jaw dropped in the middle of my university library. I'm 7 minutes in, and Lad's not even talking about the allegations, just moaning about Twitter posts. I told my universal credit I'm not coming to my appointment for this. Well, thank God you didn't have a Star Wars premiere to go to, otherwise you might have missed this. There's content creators out there already planning their... Okay. I conceived and grew and gave birth to my son waiting for this response. I think you're both terrible. Was a little surprised by how much hate Alice has for autistic people. I think the cat should come forward now. The cat's withholding evidence. Here before the comments get turned off. Take a shot every time he says there wasn't a police investigation. Conclusion: everyone sucks except the cat. Shane Dawson is just happy the cat rumors have moved away from him. The fact that we got an Alex response before GTA 6. Bro forgot the videos of him threatening her. He's clearly apologized and explained the reason he threatened her. I don't believe anything he says. He has a pattern of horrible behavior. Oh, God. The one I feel bad for is the cat having to suffer. Dude, you know who's fucking on life support right now? Nerd fucking City is seething reading this comment section. Nerd City has broken 16 monitors trying to navigate this comment section right now. It's just all unsolicited cat posting. Holy shit, dude. It's all cat posting. Nerd City is mauling right now. Hello, Nicholas. Thank you. Hi, Frogmouth. How are you? Poor cat never stood a chance at a normal life. Turned that little fur ball into 5 kilograms of protein. First, we gotta add some protein. Okay, then we add some protein. You're evil. You don't deserve anything good. Don't even try, brah. It's over. Does he talk? Dude, that's what they said to the girl whose fucking tits were hanging out in every video. Don't even try, brah. It's over. Does he talk about him crashing out in Discord calls or nah? Oh, you're still alive? That's too bad. I disavow that comment, by the way. I need the cat's perspective. iNabber was trying to hit. Funny. TLDR, they're both as bad as each other. No, they're not. One is still more abusive than the other. This is the best you could do with the time you had. You're a pathetic narcissist seeking sympathy. Pathetic weasel. Okay, that's Alex's video. We've got way more to talk about. Okay, guys, we're not done. We're not done. We're getting all this done tonight, okay? I have to cut this into 15 videos. How long was this stream? I already have 3 videos in the tube. The stream so far is about 4 hours. So this is like at least... I think the third video is going to be a fucking huge video because I cannot post this many videos. And I cannot post a 4-part reaction to a fucking hour and 40-minute video. It has to be a 3. This comment perfectly gives a rundown if you don't want to listen to ImAllexx. Oh, come on. Half these screenshots seem to prove the opposite of what he says. Yeah, I agree with that. He says Alice hit and kicked him, and then flashes him so quick you have to pause to read a pair of screenshots which show Alice denying that she hit and kicked him, and him apologizing for accusing her and admitting that he was naked in her bed without her consent and refusing to leave when she asks. This is the most egregious example, but I've seen of someone flashing screenshots that disprove their own claims and hoping everyone listens to this in the background while they do laundry, like some petty drama video. At least Creepshow Art used screenshots of pictures of the wallpaper in Emily Artful's childhood bedroom to prove that she didn't stalk her. This guy is 100% guilty and ranting about discrepancies in his victims' accounts of the legal system to distract you all from what he's been accused of, while introducing the narrative that he is the poor, abused little meow meow meow, when his own screenshots show Alice at worst being accused by him in screenshots where he later walks it back and apologizes, admitting his own behavior and reactive abuse and denying it. Everyone loves to throw Darvo, meaning, oh god, we're Darvoing right now? Why did I pull this up? Saying I'm wrong, like mean shit like said I'm wrong on the internet these days, but it's actually textbook Darvo. This guy's cooked. Please let people not buy this. Please let them read his own screenshots. Yeah, that's what somebody said. I don't know if I don't like the Darvoing. He posted, so this is ImAllexx's subreddit, addressing it. I'm extremely interested to see what he's on about. I'm curious to see how many people are going to switch it up and be on his side now. I don't get how people can quickly switch up. Why is it a bad thing to switch up? I was previously of the opinion that they were both very toxic. After seeing the proof, it confirms that it also confirms to me she seems to be showing a lot of patterns of okay, that's because it's still what she said. That was what she said in the beginning, but okay. I think they're both bad people. Okay. Personally, I think the same, but I believe Alex is more of a bad person. He was in hospital though. Give a guy a the gay turbo AIDS. Hell no, he's an incredibly bad person. You can do that, but I won't. As long as you acknowledge all the facts and respect that Alice was not a victim in this situation. Alice, okay, you absolutely can be a victim of this situation and still like an aggressor. Like, okay. I flew to Reddit the minute I saw the notification. It's been long. The video itself is like 2 hours. I don't know if I even want to know what's going on. Let's sort by new. These are all like people who hadn't seen the video yet. Who says the video's good? Watched it last night. Well, it made her look worse. It made him look even worse than okay, you agree with me, whatever. From what I'm seeing on here, people have been desperate to have a reason to support him again, but I don't understand why anyone can feel that way. Did you actually watch the video? Half the screenshot. Okay. It's nice to see he's alive. I felt really bad for him, what he's been through. I think everyone needs to thoroughly watch the video all the way through, like I just have. Well, as soon as I saw Cody Ko come back, I knew Alex would be back within a month too, since they both kind of imploded around the same time, and he was probably monitoring how it went for Cody. I just think both are bad people. Okay, yeah, this is not really... The Alex thread really didn't have much. ImAllexx makes a response to all his abuse allegations. Oh, is Mudahar in the chat? I see someone spelt business wrong. It took him a whole year to make a video where he said, she's actually much more abusive than me, so it's cool. Months ago, I was watching FPS Diesel stream, and he casually let it slip that he got info Alex was going to make a response video with this exact angle. What the fuck, dude? You know how much shit that I've told Diesel before it broke? The fuck? Dick? Alice literally said in the initial statements that Alex... I think I might have teased to him that the allegations were even coming out. fuck? Okay. Whatever. He's so much of an narc, you think he can gaslight everyone into believing him? Oh shit, he's so charismatic, goddamn delusional. Is Diesel still friends with Alex? I'm currently subscribed, but I would want to unfollow if he is. No, he's not. In that stream, he's ranting about it. He didn't like the guy. I seriously doubt it. Yeah, by the way, the only interactions that I've ever had with Alice, just to be clear, full stop. Hey Alice, I'm a YouTuber who queued into this about a month ago. I watched all your stuff on stream today. I think you structured everything well. I hope everything is equally well on the police end. I wrote her that when I watched the stream. That was my follow-up saying, I think it was structured well and I hope everything goes well with the police. And then recently she tweeted out that she was going to make a live stream about this. And I said, hey, sorry for unsolicited advice. Do not do a live stream. But I would avoid doing anything in a live setting. It is extremely easy to misspeak and say something you don't actually mean and get clipped out of context. That was the only interactions I've ever had with Alice. Was one DM that got hearted, and then me saying, hey, she goes, I might do a reaction to this on a live stream. And I said, you should not do that at all. And I don't even know, I assume she took the advice, but I don't know. She wrote back saying that she wanted, what did she say? I'm not going to leak her messages, but I don't know. Maybe she took it, maybe she didn't. She hasn't streamed, so I guess maybe. I'm shocked you even responded. The evidence is pretty damning. Guy falsely accused people of rape, used racial slurs, threatened to kill his girlfriend. He's a piece of shit. Live shame and die empty, Alex. That's one hell of a line. It's from, okay, I don't know what that is. Rotten little rat boy. We need to stop giving this guy a platform. Why did he even bother? All the evidence is so damning. He could have used the time away to get a proper job and actually work on himself. Yeah, it just feels like a crazy nitpick. What good is a response? He's a stain on the earth and won't change. Oh, let this twerp fade into obscurity. It's funny that when like the occasional time that me and r/YouTube drama completely like fold together in like on a subject, it's just funny to like. It's funny because like half the time these people are like absurdly wrong on everything they say, and other times it's like this is totally rational or it might be too much.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you. Actually, I forgot about Career Clash. I'd pay good money to see Alex compete in power slap against the. Okay, I can't read that one, but thank you. Yeah, not the abuse, which is clearly a lot of people can ignore. The disdain for his friends, the YouTubers. The video is basically him saying, yes, I was abusive, but she did it too, while showing a bunch of messages where she's clearly responding to her abuse and defending herself. He also tried to use semantics to devalue Alice's claims when it came to the law, and a lot of cherry picking to make her seem less credible. I mean, I think that he showed some stuff. I think this is a little uncharitable. He didn't come away. This wasn't a total loss of a video. It's just structured like shit. It uses the same screenshots over and over again to try to extend his points. It lies in several locations where he lies in a video where he exposes her for lying. It kind of cancels a lot of that out. Uh-oh. I guess the Rangers have scored. Or
what's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
Oops.
Mr. Oreo.
Thank you.
Oh boy, everyone, someone take note. Nick's claiming another wife.
No more. No wives. No wives. Lies. JT Miller just scored. Cool. Yeah, don't bother. The first words out of his mouth were, yeah, he's really going to have a real uphill battle because literally his first segment of his video is like a lie. You have to get to like 3/4 of the way through a really shit video before he starts making some valuable points. Pop of a gut. We'll hear that. No, please, guys, please do not fucking do the Papa gut
What's
thing.
The name of the guy?
With a fucking alleged Orbiter, domestic Nick abuse
Oreo.
Victim.
Mr. Oreo.
Please stop. Do not do that when an alleged domestic abuse victim. That's not funny. Another one blaming the victim to make himself look soft. Darvo in action, deny attack, reverse. Okay. Literally couldn't sit through 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, like, there are so many people who are going to click off this video in 10 minutes and never hear any of his arguments. So then Alice posted proof that the police report was filed. As discussed during our telephone call, please find the attached document with safeguarding advice in relation to the above crime report. The victim reports that after 2 months of dating, her ex-partner became verbally, physically, and mentally abusive towards her. After 2 days of living together, he had pulled her to the ground, put her in a headlock, covered her mouth because he wanted her to shut up, before screaming insults at her and sending abusive texts telling her to KYS and threatening to break her neck and her cat's neck, and reported that he would call her numerous times before claiming she needs him and everything she does amounts to nothing. He would threaten to break up and take it back and tell her he doesn't love her and then love bomb her. After 8 months, she decided to leave, causing her to him to break her things, harass her on social media, sending her letters and gifts with notes. Officer name, department number, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know that stuff on stream, but... hi, this is somebody from something police contacting you in regard to a crime report, which you reported an incident on the 27th of May, 2024. I am the officer in charge of the investigation and would like to be able to speak to you so we can progress the matter. I'm working in the next 3 days and wondered your best availability for a phone call. If you're ready to call me, my mobile number is too many things on there. I'll be working on those hours. You could find the victim care card sent of all victims of crime. So, I guess this is round 2. Would you like to talk? Dude, Willie Mac Show is fucking slurping up these victims, dude. He's just filming these fucking interviews, dude. Willie's got to start releasing all these. Willie should not get interviews if he's not going to dump full interviews on Twitter. This guy's got interviews upon interviews upon interviews living on his hard drive, dude. We need to bring her on URR, okay? No, don't do that. I don't want her on here. Okay, no, don't do that. Nobody should ever come on URR, ever. No, that should never be a thing that happens. All you've done is try to paint me out to be a liar instead of owning up to what you did and taking accountability, which I'm sure will work out in your favor after I post the rest. Coming from an outside perspective with no knowledge prior, it seems like you were both abusive to each other and you're both in the wrong. Then read mine. Ooh. Not once did I say I never reacted or wasn't toxic, and then place. I am no way trying to make myself look as I've never said anything mean. I went through months of horrible treatment, and words like this became normal when arguments came about. Words held no weight towards the end. I stooped down to his level and became reckless with my language to try to prove a point. This is how you treated me, so have it back. And by the way, a significant amount of this does come towards the end of the relationship, it shows. I was pushed to the point to react, and I'm so sad by the extent this went with him saying death threats and physical acts were too far. This consisted of a lot of reactive abuse, and I lost myself. I understood that he had his own mental health struggles, but it would and never excuses the amount of trauma he put me through. He went through this with many issues already and projecting them onto me. He knows and admits, and I also want to mention, I know my mouth isn't clean. I swear for England in every sentence I speak, so it definitely gave it back at times when I got tired and pushed over the edge. I felt necessary to add that. You can only take so much of someone belittling you and telling you they don't love you, that they hate you the whole time you're together, and when you're meant to be in love, it tears you apart and changes you. So again, this is in the fucking statements or whatever. So, yeah. By the way, you should not have your name as Malice if you're making these accusations. I'm kidding. Not once did I say... I got rid of that one already. And not once did I manipulate him to stay with me. I 100% was toxic back after being in a relationship with the abuse I endured from this man for months on end. Should I have left sooner? Yes, but I was scared. It took him being physically abusive a second time to do so. Is this new? What is this? Is this from the original? Yeah, it's from the original statement. Okay. Responding to Alice's recent tweets. Oh boy. All right, we're going to copy link, pull it into Chrome, make sure this is safe for stream. Alice response. All right, surely this is not going to... Okay, it's good. Since my last video, Alice posted that she filed a police report on the 27th of May. Alice said she refuses to watch my video despite the many claims which are untrue. Did she say she refuses to watch the video? I'm pretty sure she said she was responding to the video. She Hassaned it? I don't want my Twitter to pop up. Oh, I don't want my DMs to pop up. I'm not watching his monetized video on my abuse. Okay, so she said that. And then I think she inevitably does watch it, right? Because she's responding to it. Maybe, I don't know. Stories of this video. And by the way, it wasn't monetized. It was claimed. He claims or whatever. I didn't even cover that because I don't think it's true. Straight up. I just don't think it's true. Alice falsely accused me of pulling her to the ground and putting her in a headlock on the second day of living together in the report, despite her writing in the document that it happened on the 4th. Again, date discrepancies don't really matter to me. Okay, there's no evidence to back up these claims. Alice's story is untrue, and that addresses my video. Okay, addressed here. We did see that. It's possible it's lying, but the date discrepancy doesn't disprove the allegation that it happened. I never claimed Alice didn't file a report, as a police report can be filed on anyone at any time for any reason. Okay, but nobody ever said you were charged. They said she went to the police. The claim was Alice took this to the police, right? It would not be possible for me to know at any point if this had happened because a report is not a proper investigation or a guilty verdict. All this does show is that there wasn't an investigation and no charges were. Yeah, we didn't think there were charges. Literally, like, he literally did claim it. Did he claim it? Well, yeah, didn't he say she didn't go to the police because there were no charges filed? He literally says this in the beginning of the video. Redirect notice.
Alice said it happened, which had never. This video is my response to allegations made by my ex-girlfriend Alice Hez, who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me, kicked me, emotionally, verbally, and physically abused me, as well as threatened me and blackmailed me constantly throughout our relationship. Alice has continued to harass me by posting false information about me, as well as fabricating stories about our relationship online to this day. All of this will be covered in detail in this video, and for full clarity, I will be reading from a document that I've written to make sure that this is treated with the seriousness that it deserves. Since our relationship ended, Alice has lied continuously for the last 12 months. I was under a police investigation through friends, ex-girlfriends, and YouTube commentary channels. Alice has continued to make false allegations about me to this day, and said that she had pressed charges against me in a comment on TikTok. This is a lie, as at no point have I been interviewed, arrested, or charged with a crime, but Alice continues to slander me publicly with these lies. Alice said that future partners can check Claire's law, and later claimed she got me put down in the system so that any future partners who know how Claire's law works can use this information to stay safe from me. The information that is accessible through Claire's law will be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history. All of this information is available on the Claire's law website, which I will link in the description. Alice has said that Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal, or that I have.
I don't know if it's a lie. It doesn't seem like a lie. Maybe we didn't get that far. Don't rewatch the whole video. He might have said it. I don't know. At no point have I been approached by police in any way, shape, or form. Again, that doesn't like disprove what was said in the document or what she said when she put it out. Yet Alice claimed she had pressed charges against me and had done it. Okay, so he's clinging to that screenshot. The I did everything I could screenshot. Yeah, she'd done everything she could. Despite now, okay, so done everything she could is that. If she was presented an option to press charges, I'm assuming she would. She didn't when she apparently had the option to take it further. Wait, how do we know she had the option to take it further? If the police don't want to charge you, they don't want to charge you. If they don't think they have enough evidence to do so. Where does it say the police had the opportunity to charge her and then she decided not to? When was this ever about charging? The cops see if you have a case or not. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Yeah, she said she went to the cops. Which she's getting chimped on a reply to a TikTok when all of the other stuff is like, I went to the cops. Which once again is the point made in the video, as Alice had been claimed. By the way, the thing is that TikTok comment was made significantly later, wasn't it? How many people saw that TikTok that comment in comparison to like the statement that she went to the police when she wrote the twit longer when it was actually a relevant story? I think the majority of people have the understanding, because I didn't even know that she had replied to any comment talking about being charged. The allegation was that she'd gone to the police. Which once again is a point made in the video. Alice had been claiming otherwise online while selling commentary channels. The police had done nothing, despite now saying the police had given the option to take this to court. Where does she say this? The tweet about taking it further? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. What is the evidence for this? Oh, okay, no, she did say this. He's right. No, he's actually right. It couldn't do anything. It came to the option to take him to court, and I couldn't do it. I didn't have it in me. I figured talking about it here was enough. So, is she talking about, like, I don't know how UK works. Is this civil court? They couldn't do anything. If the police can't do anything, that would be a civil matter, right? Is that what she's describing here? I don't know if that's... Yeah, this screams, the police, they didn't do anything. It came to an option to take him to court, and I couldn't do it. Was there any kind of actual investigation, any kind of evidence they found, a report made? All this seems to show is that you filed a report and they reached out to get a statement. I sent them all the evidence I have and more. I can post proof of that too. This screams civil, but I don't know how UK law works. but charges are criminal. Yes, I understand. They didn't do anything implies that they weren't going to charge him. It came to an option to take him to court, and I couldn't do that. I didn't have it in me. That tells me, hey, we can't do anything criminally because you don't have enough evidence. What you can do is sue him for criminal damages. It's a civil issue. If the police couldn't do anything, it defaults to a civil issue. That's how if I even read this, how I would have read. That's how I read it now. I did everything I could at 39. Also denies kicking me. Alice has gone on to post that she never kicked me, despite admitting to this in the very messages she was responding to. Alice says this is impossible because she's 5'2". I made it incredibly clear in the video. Wait, that's not impossible. You're both 5'2". DV charges are incredibly difficult to charge criminally, but going to civil court, it's possible. She wouldn't make any money because of the fees. Yeah. Well, you say that, but she would also be able to GoFundMe a fucking king's ransom to sue ImAllexx. If she wanted to sue or whatever, and it would go to civil court or whatever, there would be people lining up to give her the money to do that. Oh, yeah. In civil, the bar is lower. Yeah. No. This is the cops agreeing to charge, but only if she wants to go ahead. Do we have any evidence that that's the case? I don't know. Wait, what? The police give you the option to charge some... I guess you can press charges, but like... The police don't give you the option to go to court, right? That's not... I guess that... maybe? I don't know. If they think the guy's a clear and present danger, wouldn't they just charge him? In DV, you need to be able to witness. Oh, like I couldn't go on the stand? You'd have... If we press charges, you'll have to testify in court. Maybe it's that? Only in certain states in America, the state will file without a partner. Yeah, but this is not happening in America. None of this is in America. This is all UK. Read the tweet again. She said she didn't have it in her in the tweet. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I came to the option to take him to court and I couldn't do that. I didn't have it in me. I figured talking about it here was enough. I read that tweet. Does that to you say she couldn't testify and therefore the police didn't think he was a threat and charge him? To me, that reads, oh, well, they didn't do anything. And then they told me I could have gone the civil route, is how I read that. That doesn't sound right to me. This looks like she's talking about civil. I disagree with you, but I would need more information. It's very... I mean, this is a question to ask her. I'm not going to DM her because I don't want to get personally involved with this. But if Willie gets the mythical interview, I'd appreciate more context as to that. She had turned around with my back facing toward her and begun to kick me until I fell out of the bed. Alice said I didn't explain the context as to why she did this, but I did, and it's in the screenshot she replied to. It was due to my illness and being shirtless in bed. I had complained about this happening on other occasions over text, which was in my video. Alice says there's no text message evidence of her kicking me, despite the screenshot she has responded to clearly showing Alice admitting to kicking me, and she had a reason for what she had done. Where is this? Alice denies kicking me. New link. Redirect notice. If you can read, I said I didn't kick him and that I pushed him off of me because I didn't want him to be near me. I didn't add context as to why. Funny. He said I donkey kicked him in the head and neck. Where's the evidence of that? Where I'm 5'2". You think you can do that? But aren't they laying down? You can easily kick... Yeah, you can easily kick somebody in the bed. I don't know. These screenshots you admit to physically... Okay, here. Not once did I ever say I wasn't toxic. In these screenshots, you admit to physically assaulting him and having his shirt off in bed. This isn't reacting or being toxic. It's a clear-cut instance of physical abuse perpetuated by only you. I don't believe that, but I never said it was perfect. Doesn't cut it. You're a domestic abuser. And I didn't randomly just start kicking you. I probably just pushed you away. Okay. So, what does he say? Alice says there's no evidence of her kicking me, despite the screenshot she responded clearly showing Alice kicking me, and that she had a reason for what she had done. So in this message that they show as the clear piece of evidence, it says, I didn't just randomly start kicking you. I probably pushed you away. I didn't randomly start kicking you for no reason. And then Alex is saying that you started kicking the shit out of me for no reason. It seems like this is pretty cut and dry. She doesn't agree with that framing, and we can't possibly know what happened. But it's just like this screenshot is being paraded around like it's like a damning thing when it seems like she's denying it. How is she admitting if she said she didn't do it? You're supposed to not read the screenshot still. Alice says, okay, we read this one. Alice calls to question there being no text despite it being untrue, yet is posted in her document in the police report that I had dragged her, choked her, and pulled her to the floor, which there's no text evidence for that I've shown in my video.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
I just think these people are accusing each other of shit at this point. Since posting these tweets, Alice deleted a reply where she said she hadn't fabricated anything when questioned on Twitter about the inconsistencies of the story. This is a deleted tweet. Previous page, sending it to this. Unsure why you deleted the... Okay, that doesn't... Okay, that's literally just the words. I haven't fabricated anything at all. Alice saying she won't watch my video. We already saw that. Alice saying she made a post saying he got his diagnosis after we split, so wasn't in contact anymore. I made it clear in my video that I was not diagnosed at the time, that Alice was spreading false information that I had to correct publicly, as it's not true. I'm not comfortable with my personal information being speculated on publicly. What did she say? Alice's tweet was about me at 7:40.
Relationship. Due to Alice's constant posting about me and my own personal issues, my response has been delayed many times, and all of this will be covered throughout this.
Okay, so this is just not linking to anything of value. Fun. Regardless, this isn't an excuse for my behavior, which I made clear in the video, but you didn't make it clear because you didn't engage with any of the things you actually did do. You just made a video telling everybody what you claim you didn't do. And my psychiatric document where I openly discussed being verbally abusive towards her at my psychiatrist, I apologized many times privately to Alice for how unacceptable it was. Okay. Alice has since posted, this is me telling you what I did do. Here's me going to the doctor and diagnosing myself with super AIDS. Alice has posted, I guess it's round 2, but it's not, but this is not a situation that I take lightly. I have no interest in continuing any further after this post. I have read the many comments about how this should have been sorted appropriately and privately, and I agree. I only made my response because I was forced due to the constant lies that were posted about me and still being posted about me to this day that I had not responded to for the year. We already saw that tweet earlier. Alice had planned the document since January, been blackmailing me throughout our relationship. This is just... Dude, this guy is such a fucking rat, dude. This guy literally is just repeating the video. I think I watched this exact sentence. I think he's still repeating himself in text form days later. He's literally looping. Holy shit, dude. As shown in the video, Alice would go through my phone throughout... Okay. The video is not monetized. Okay. Screenshots, not monetized. It has since been brought to my attention that Alice is deleting comments and has privated her Instagram and TikTok comment sections due to harassment online. I would appreciate it if you would not attack anyone. I would say thank you for those who supported me through this time. It does not go... Okay. So this statement was nothing and worthless, and I hate it. Okay. I mean, I didn't get anything from that at all. Wait, that's not true. There was one thing in there. I already forgot what it was. I gotta be honest with you. It's gone through one ear and out the other. There was something in there, I remember. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, and there's also this. Dude, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. It's another document? InAllexx put a document out, and it is, I imagine, going to be brief. It was a very small part of the video. I want to fucking die. I want to die, bro. Holy shit. Okay. Update. Me and Alex have spoken and settled things, but we will leave this up for clarification. Alex's statement is mine below. I have spoken to... Wait. Did he change the... Did he change the... Okay. I've spoken to InAllexx privately. We've cleared up the situation and settled it privately between us. Do not harass him over something that's incredibly complicated that he should never have been dragged into, as it was not his responsibility. Dude. This guy called me. InAllexx. The fuck? He should never have been dragged into? He called me. There was a lot of miscommunication. I was worried about sharing more information for the reason I have explained in the video. Thank you for Hold on. When was I on a call with Jake Baz? Okay, he wasn't in that one. He was in the other one. He called me with the other person that I'm not gonna disclose. I was playing fucking Destiny 2 and talking to him about this for fucking an hour or two. The fuck? So I've seen Alex's video. Obviously, I need to clear up things. There seems to be very confusing lies and misinformation or whatever. Clearing up the things with the friendship thing. No. This guy put fucking Notes app in a document and it's got the scroll line. Oh my God, bro. I hate all these people so much. This is Notes app in a document. This is Notes app in a fucking document, dude. Oh my God. Just type it in the document, you fucking piece of oh my God. With the friendship thing, I do regret my friendship with Alex. It was extremely toxic. We barely saw each other in 2022 after we made a new set of friends in that year. I think everyone remembers how close we used to be in 2019 when we hung out every day and we still spoke. The majority of the meetings were walking the dog now and again. 2023 is when our friendship became very close again. After he moved out of London, he fell out with his previous friends. We made a podcast together in 24 because of that, and realistically, I didn't think that this is the biggest point to clarify on, but yeah, so iNabber's even realizing it here. Like, I didn't think I needed to do an entire thing to clarify our friendship. Alex kind of cherry picked that, but whatever. Now on to messaging commentary channels, things from his private thing. This is completely out of context and comes from one time when I urged the channel caution and care. Hiya, yeah, I know about the situation. I appreciate you reaching out. I would also appreciate not spreading these DMs, but I've seen it and I don't really know what's going on to come from it. I haven't spoken to Alex properly in like 2 months. Scraps ended based on other things and unrelated reasons. Alex is still making content as far as I can see, but yeah, this whole thing's pretty fucked. I got no clue what either are planning to do from here. I've been told the whole thing is an ongoing situation for ages and kept dark until okay, kind of like how you found out by putting the 2 and 2 together. I sadly had to do the same thing, even as his friend. As you can see, it was very confusing, but it was clearly trying to defuse the situation at this point. I had no idea on the true story, bar leaking screenshots I had seen, but from this point, it was progressively getting worse and worse, seeing leaked messages of Alex calling Alice horrible things, then more coming out. I contacted Alex multiple times. My dealings with Alex went back to the moment I found out anything was going on. We wanted to make sure it was handled properly and called Alex multiple times, but every instance, Alex did not share anything with us, but I did not leak things to that commentary channel, as you can see here. Yeah, no problem, man. It's rough for sure, based on what I've been told. Seen as an incredibly disturbing situation that I've been lied to. Okay, what the fuck, dude? I don't want to fucking rat iNabber here, but I don't remember what okay. I'm not seeing the chat when we call. I was trying to find a timestamp when we spoke. I'm not seeing it. Interesting. I might have to ask the third party to the call. Because I don't remember what was said. And I don't know if they want to be named. Okie dokie. Okay, how serious is stuff? And honestly, after all the Slazo stuff, you can imagine I'm a bit cautious on what to do to handle a situation like this. I don't think it's my place to say anything publicly, so right now I'm just more in the same position as you, waiting to hear more and see if anything is actually said. But also, I should say, from my experience with Alice, she's a very nice person. While there are limited experiences, she does seem like a genuinely good person. I was urging caution, stating my sorry. Okay. In every instance, I tried to see... Dude, iNabber was totally hook, line, and sinker on this shit. Yeah, maybe in the first week, he was being tentative and stuff, but by the time I talked to him, he was hook, line, and fucking sinker in agreement with all of us. I'm like actually completely, I'm blown away here. He's gonna mention that at some point, right? I think you need to show us those text messages you mentioned the other day, mate. Like, those messages are really bad. It would help seeing the context. I actually have the messages they're discussing here. I wasn't there when this was happening, and I don't think this is the chat that I'm in, but somebody had sent me walls of messages, some of which I actually if you go back to my original VOD, I did show them the last time we covered this last year, but I had like fucking 60 messages, some of which never made it into Alice's document that were being shared around. I did have those, yeah. I'm genuinely terrified if you post this, it's going to come back from even worse. I think if she finds out I'm talking about it or sharing stuff, that she'll try to make my life hell. It was like this when we were together. She tried to provoke me to get upset and angry at her, and it would come down even harder. I spoke with a few people. They told me the best thing to do was not respond. Like, I saw those messages, and I was like, this is just a bunch of messages without any context. All of them were blurred out, like the ones you saw, right? It was just like singular messages. And then I was told that she went on, and I think I saw some screenshots of like some TikToks or whatever. And my whole audience was demanding that I cover it or whatever, because that Samuel guy fucking posted something. So I put a tweet out saying, there's no story here unless that girl fucking tells us what Alex did. And then 2 days later, it all dropped. Because, like, it had leaked or whatever through the Samuel guy, right? That this was even happening. And it was just like, the early leaks that all these people are talking about here wasn't video footage. Like, they're not freaking out because they heard Alex was going to get bashed in the skull with a brick. It was 60 contextless messages and a few random deleted TikToks or something where she was just like, oh my God, there's an abuser on the loose or whatever. I don't fucking remember what they were. It was nothing actionable at all whatsoever. I'm generally terrified that if I post something, she's going to come back for me even worse. If she thinks I'm trying to talk about it or share stuff, she'll try to make my life hell. So this is obviously this is way prior to the, wait. So she's been compiling since January and Alex has been defending himself since February. So, like, okay, cool. I've been told not to post anything anywhere, but I think I already saw this message somewhere. Wait, is this the same screenshot 3 times? Oh, it's just slightly longer. Cool. Is this his full docs? There's iNabber full docs. Okay. I was practically begging Alex to send me the screenshots for months and months and months up until... Is it like the full context screenshots, the ones we saw? Okay. The only thing, after scouring through the messages, a screenshot from June where he shows me 2 screenshots, which Alex states he abused her, and she reacted by slapping him once. Okay. So, like, he's sending extremely... Yes, I slapped your face 1 time. Okay, so it's he's sending now crop screenshots to iNabber because his girlfriend was sending crop screenshots to other people. Or posting on TikTok. I don't know. I don't know how those screenshots got around. Alex claims so many times to us that he has screenshots proving everything, but he never sent it. Shortly after this situation got bigger with videos coming out, Alex even responded to some of the things Alex mentioned in the messages here. I think you mean Alice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alex responded to Alex. The Master Lock responded to the Master Lock. Basically, I have so many things against Alex sent to me and practically nothing defending him, yet I still remain quiet till all the videos came out, which I had no idea of, and it's twit longer too, which hundreds of screenshots versus Alex, who kept claiming he had stuff but never showed anybody anything. But the YouTuber I leaked things to, I told him, this is Samuel, by the way, I told him to be cautious and even suggested reaching out to Alex and Alice for both their side of the story. Oh God, iNabber. So as you can see, I don't think this is leaking anything. It's more just me trying to handle the horrible situation. Okay, whatever. So I'm not wrong, am I? I contacted you immediately after she posted the DMs of you being verbally abusive, and you said it was bad. When I asked you for proof, you said you never sent me anything. You said you couldn't. And he still, by the way, hasn't defended himself. But as you can see, I definitely tried. But throughout March and June, Alex did call us multiple times as we tried to work out what was going on. But it was just, I have proof. We couldn't see any of it to the extent that I got. But realistically, when you have so much against you and you can't give anything back, it's hard to deal with that. I stayed silent until that very moment. Things came out. As you can see, and many more of me trying to get a screenshot. This is all in fucking February. Okay, June. Then eventually everything went public and more came out to the extent of Alex's document. I genuinely had no idea of the videos. I had zero clue. That's true. And how bad it seemed was truly sickening. But even then, before I made a statement, I reached out to Alex. These DMs above were group chats where multiple people were trying to work out what was going on. It wasn't exactly the most private situation behind the scenes. Basically, the entire UK community seemingly was picking up on stuff and it was becoming a mess. I can attest to that. That's true. Mate, have you seen this and all the things posted? Yes, I have. I'm working on my response. Mate, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for a response from you. What the fuck? I'm around to call and talk about it. When's your response coming? Hello? As you can see, I was angry. I felt lied to, especially after seeing 70 plus pages contradicting everything he said to me for 2 to 3 months, I guess that's what that's supposed to say. That's a capital I, by the way. Never leave a lowercase in the front of the sentence. I was told the response was coming. It never did. I did block him after this. Thinking about this for 3 months, you've seen screenshots, TikToks, everything about this. You try your best to resolve it privately and work out what's going on, and then it comes out and it's even worse than you originally thought. I genuinely was in disbelief and admittedly was angry in my response to the situation, given how lied to I was, and I felt justified in that. Even some of our last messages, Alex said he felt like he couldn't talk to me. I'm sorry, mate. Genuinely sorry. I feel like I couldn't talk to you. If I was going to after I came back from my parents, but Alice messaged me saying that one of you said she'd hit me. One of you said she hit me. and it shit me up big time. Is that understandable? I felt that if I told you guys everything, she'd fucking kill me. What? Oh, couldn't talk to you during the relationship. Wait, what? Okay. All right. And even the ass says, sorry for not telling us these things. I totally get it. Wait, no. Saying one of you said she hit me. I thought you couldn't see your okay, whatever. All right. I totally get it. Don't worry, man. I do understand. I don't blame you for this. It's so fucking awful. Look, if you have 10 minutes, I'd love to call. And then a proper one tomorrow so I can get you fully up to speed. I genuinely don't have 10 minutes to call, but I probably can tomorrow. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't send you guys the messages about her hitting me. I was scared that she'd post more. The whole thing has fucked with me, and obviously I never want to be seen as an abuser, but honestly, with what you gave me and what she said, it has made me think that. Let me see. Basically, it's all words, and then it was me trying to do my best to resolve the problem. It's truly horrible to deal with, and I don't think there is any good way to deal with a situation like this. Now, with the lawsuit stuff that comes after Alex explicitly messaged me and mentioned damages in the context of everything. If we can keep this between us, I'd be grateful. Yeah, man, because I have to use everything as evidence for damages if it goes to court, so I don't want to risk anything. Yeah, don't worry. Don't even mention it. Yeah, no idea who might get us all in more shit. Naturally getting messages. Okay, but this doesn't say lawsuit, InAber. This says if she takes me to court. No, it does. Damages. Why would you show damages to her court? Never mind. Yeah, it does. By the way, Alex literally was talking about suing me after the Slazo situation. Yeah, so, I mean, that's not... I live in America, so that's not completely out of the realm of possibility. Naturally, getting messages after a very sensitive and heated argument came off as posturing to me and threatening, as what it mentions evidence for damages. Because he was afraid that I'd recorded him without his consent when he was talking about his plan, which I didn't, by the way. And he was talking about potentially suing me. And those screenshots were out there. But, yeah, same. I felt like these texts are going to be used in a court of law. Okay. I even said I feel like these texts are going to be used at court, and then a lawyer also mentioned it multiple times. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. I don't want to read that. Okay, I feel like in context to everything, anyone would feel threatened here. If I'm being honest, I didn't feel like I was being silenced in a way. I did feel like I was being silenced in a way. Now, Alex would probably argue against that, and this is my personal feelings, but I think what he and I have said here, it makes sense. Another thing to note is that in my stories, Alex never spoke about his relationship with us, which is true. Alex rarely discussed Alice and was constantly under the impression he was happy until around January when they started making sad subtweets and posting about each other. He showed me discussing messages in April and March about his relationship, which confuses me as I've not been private about messaging Alex during those times. My point about the relationship was the majority of it was before the situation. The abuse stories I thought happened around the end of January when Alex seemed a lot angrier and sadder than usual, but would never tell us anything. Okay. In late 2023, they moved in together and spent all their time together before that. They got a cat together, went to Italy together, and in generally, I firmly believe that he was happy with her, but mainly that comes from viewing stories and videos and barely zero discussion outside of a few fleeting things. He and there occasionally played games with Alice and Alex. With the disliked content creator stuff, I'm not really sure what to say about that. I think Alex has been one of the most disliked creators since 2019, based, and faced a career of controversy since then, based. And my friendship with him resulted in me getting comments about being friends and a snake. I actually issued some of those comments. It was something I brushed off as I seriously value loyalty and friendships and stuck by Alex until 2024. If I was trying to benefit off him financially, I would have just cut him off a long time ago. We had a very toxic friendship. We were extremely close in years, and then New Year's, whatever. There was a new friend group. We read this already. But an example of our distance is he moved to a new place with his new friends, and I didn't visit once. We weren't friends for a little bit, and then mid-2023 we got very close again and gaming every day and hanging out on Discord much more. This is around the time he supposedly fell out with his new friends. Maybe Alex felt like we were good friends through the whole thing, and that's fair, but to me, he got a new circle of friends. I was okay, whatever. I don't care about your friendship. Honestly, I think this does cover all the bases here. Realistically, I've just tried to handle the situation best I can from the beginning. When it came out originally with Alice's side, I saw things saying I'm still friends with Alex. Now it's the opposite of that. I hope these screenshots give context and understanding. Edit, I reached out to the channel with me leaking this stuff to him and got confirmation I didn't do this. So Samuel, shout out to Big Samuel, dude. Big Samuel's here. One last thing. In the situation, I try to listen to her and hear both sides. I know how sensitive a situation these things are. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. TikToks were coming out with leaked screenshots of conversations, and I felt the best way to handle it was try to resolve this maturely and carefully. I probably didn't handle it perfectly, and I'm sorry for that, but it was truly impossible in an awful situation to be put in the dark in for the most part. Also, I should clarify, I haven't personally leaked anything. I've gone and looked through DMs. Yeah, dude. All right, so I think that my comments about InAbber were a bit misguided in the beginning, because I didn't know he was going to kind of admit that he absolutely fucking believed Alex was an abuser, but he did, so... Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was mean to him at the beginning of the segment. Most people did care about it. Super difficult to navigate. Something seriously wrong with him. They're acting like he worked a 9 to 5. Actually, I thought he sleeps 15 hours a day. I hope you're okay, Alex. Genuinely, some of the most fucking horrific shit I've ever read. Sorry you had to put up with this for so long. Thank you. I'll be okay in time. All of my 1v1 conversations from this time. Obviously, I've heard both their stories. I've been added to multiple calls about all this and tried to work out what was going on, but honestly, my only part in this was trying to work out who the victim is of the situation. I truly do believe in victims and listening to them, so I just tried to implement that logic and say, oh my god, it's so cocked, holy shit. On my channel, I talked about serious situations, and I basically just tried to stick to my morals and ethics about all this, just trying to find the truth. Maybe he's trying to be nice to get more information, also very possible. You could see her in late January. I fully thought they were still together, hence mentioning her in memes. Why would I do this if I thought they weren't together? Are you still going up with Alex after... are you still going up to Alice after 16 hours of Warzone with Jake Baz? Kai and his family... Is that Kai Wheat? I'm kidding. Man, just had the worst news. During this time, I was trying to work out if they were together or still lived together from when I thought, oh no, they've unfollowed each other again. I've just checked. I'm here to speak on my behalf, no one else's. I feel like it's... Okay, I don't care, InAbber. I don't care, okay? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a video responding to Alex's nonsense. Yeah, it seems like that's not the case. It seems like they've reconciled. On one hand, it's kind of satisfying seeing Alice and InAbber immediately refute Alex's claims with proof. On the other hand, please God, no more Google documents. Jesus, Alex is still around. It seems like for the most part, in defense of Alex, this is kind of a misunderstanding. And InAbber, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I never want to read another document from InAbber or anyone accusing InAbber of anything ever again. Oh my god, I thought we were over this back and forth lengthy Google Docs. Edit, I want to clarify, I'm not suggesting that InAbber should clap back if he... Okay, whatever. Why does anybody believe anything ImAllexx says? Oh god. Alright, I think we're done.